my baby.
Still at large. The fugitive is known to be a
Cloudy with a 30% chance.
White male, I'm thinking, God, 180 pounds, something like that. About, he had a buckle, a very large.
Various body parts in his wake. Please.
If I knew you were coming, I'd have baked the cake. Bake the cake, bake the cake. If I knew you were coming, I'd have baked the cake. Hot-cha-do, hot-cha-do. Had you dropped me a letter, I'd have hired a band. Grandest band in the land. Drop me a letter, I'd have hired a band. And spread the welcome mat for you. Oh, I don't know where you came from, 'cause I don't know where you've been. But it really doesn't matter. Grab a chair and fill your platter and dig, dig, dig right in. If I knew you were coming, I'd have baked the cake. Hired a band. Goodness sake, if I knew you were coming, I'd have baked the cake. Hot-cha-do, hot-cha-do, hot-cha-do.
If I knew you were coming, I'd have baked the cake.
Hey, is that him? Wait, quick. I can't tell. I have a bad eye.
All right. Move on.
Go, hurry!
Who's been messing with my black mollies?
Your mollies?
Mollies don't look good. They look a little trepidatious.
Ground chucks on sale at the A&P for 39 cents a pound.
39 cents a pound, eh? My mollies would love it. A little protein, pep 'em right up. Hold it right there, boy.
We've been waiting for you.
Waiting and brooding.
I thought I might go to the game. Eddie Walsh's uncle's in town. He's got tickets for the game. He knows the players were going to sit on the bench.
No, I don't think so. Your mother and I would like to see you do a few of your chores this week.
Today's chore day.
I was hoping if it would be pleasing to you that I can do them later.
Later? What if God decided to create the world a little later, huh? Where would we all be?
Limbo?
Son, the easiest thing you could do right now would be to go to that game.
Great.
You touch that handle again and you're gonna draw back a bloody stump. Time you learn that life is full of hard choices. Have a seat. Mother and I would like to ask you a question. Now, let us suppose that the three of us decided to take the houseboat up to Lake Ocracoke. Those cool waters beckon us in the summer's heat.
It is a scorcher.
Yes. And your mother's made some of a famous Greek potato salad.
A little olive oil, little dill.
Little rosemary, it is delicious.
Thank you, Tyrone.
You're welcome, Persephone. We gobble it up! Your mother's belly is bloated like a tick. She decides to go for a swim. Now, you know she can't swim, son.
Although I do fancy myself a swimmer.
She's delirious.
I am crazy from the heat.
So, she strips down to what God gave her, and she dives into the cool, bottomless waters of Lake Ocracoke, immediately jackknifing in a cramp. She looks like a boiled shrimp, and she sinks like a woman full of Greek potato salad.
Your father decides to dive in after me.
Because of the love bond.
But you know about the still shank in his leg.
Uh-huh.
So he sinks like a man with a still shank in his leg.
So there we are at the bottom of the lake.
I thought you said there was no bottom.
How can a lake have no bottom, son? How would the water stay in?
So we start to crawl towards each other.
My face is turning blue.
Your father looks like a Dungeness crab.
You can only save one of us? Who do you save?
Huh?
Tick-tock, boy. The angel of death's wings are rustling over our heads.
I'd throw the life preservers
There
in.
are no life preservers.
No, you left them on the dock.
You didn't do your chores that week either.
In that case, I would take the boat and go for help, bringing back...
no help.
Can't afford it.
It's not Fantasy Island. There's no tattoo.
In that event, I would drive the boat in a circle, causing a reverse tornado, sucking you up from the murky deep.
Not only would that not work, it's incredibly stupid.
Foolish.
It's a slap on the face.
Well, this is a pretty tough question.
Well, life is pretty tough, isn't it, Mother?
Full-time job. Who do you love more?
We're not gonna get mad. We're not gonna scold you.
We just want to know.
Well, I think maybe I might consider the possibilities of saving Dad.
Hello, fish food.
I suppose it doesn't matter that I carried you for 6 months, That I nursed you.
That you ravaged her breasts.
In that case, I would save Mom.
Well, Mr. Flippity Floppity. Happens to save his mother and kill his father. How conveniently Oedipal.
There goes the breadwinner. I suppose now you want me to get a job, is that it?
Yeah, maybe turning tricks for the guys down to the Greyhound station.
Well, you're all right for the baseball game.
Peanuts, popcorn, my mother.
I believe that this is an impossible question to answer.
Wasn't impossible to ask.
Don't answer the question and don't go to the game.
I tried.
Time to do your chores, go down to the basement, take out the boiler, put in a new glass sleeve, and refit the steam pipes.
And hurry up.
You murderer.
But it's a once-in-a-lifetime chance to go to
You
the game.
don't answer the question, you don't go to any game.
But Eddie Walsh's uncle's in town.
Oh,
and
is
he
the
said that I
question
thought-
not clear enough?
No, I believe it's clear enough now. Let me see if I got this straight.
Right.
We take that rickety old houseboat onto bottomless Lake Ocracoke, which is unique because it's got a bottom. Mother has whipped up some of her Greek potato salad, which could bloat a lead pipe. She sucks down a healthy portion of the greasy, gelatinous slop, and her stomach swells like a can of botulistic mushrooms on sale at the A&P. Now she rips off all of her clothes, which has got to be breaking a law somewhere, right? And she flops over the side of the boat like a soiled mattress. And there's Dad, and because of the love bond, one word, impotent, you decide to jump in after her. And due to a lack of any athletic ability,
I have
you
a steel shank in my leg.
Shut the hell up! You start to sink like a sack of batteries. And there I am running around on the boat, free as a bird, crapping on houses. And I take a look over the side of the boat and I see your pipe swirling around, and I look beyond that and I see your pathetic, bloated faces looking up, and I can only laugh in anticipation of the question, where are your folks? My folks? Oh yeah, some fish is laying eggs in their eye sockets. Then I slam the boat to full throttle, I stop by the house and I piss in your molly tank, and then I go to the game. So eat a candy bar out of my ass. I'm out of here.
I am so proud of that boy.
The smoothest boat you'll ever know. Puff pours as smooth as a baby's bottom.
Dr. Forrest, dial 182, please. Dr. Forrest.
I'm scared, Doc. I'm scared.
Oh, doctor, my husband's been coughing up blood like this for weeks. What could it be?
There's nothing to worry about, Mrs. Tarryton. We'll have Kent back on his feet in no time. Nurse Chesterfield.
Here are those x-rays you ordered, Dr. Viceroy. Does anyone have a light?
I don't like the look of these. Nurse, would you ask Dr. Marlborough to come in here, please?
Dr. Marlborough.
Hello, Winston. How was your weekend?
Fine. The wife and I went up to Newport.
Business?
No, just a lark. Took in the jazz festival.
Cool.
I'd like you to take a look at this x-ray. I'm concerned by this spot on the lung.
Where did you take these to be processed?
L&M Laboratories.
The one on Bel Air?
No, the new one on Parliament.
Oh, just as I thought. Was Carlton on duty?
This is a signature here on the envelope.
Well, that explains your spot, cigarette burn.
You're right.
He did the same thing to my x-rays a few months ago when I was having those chest pains.
Now we're finally getting somewhere.
What is it, Dr. Viceroy?
That patient in 412, the manager of the asbestos plant. He had the same spot on his x-ray. Poor guy's been worried sick, thinking it was something important. This really burns me up. Both Benson and Hedges have run pall mall over the entire department, and I'm tempted to fire the whole pack of them.
But
No buts! Their ineptitude is filtered down through the entire hospital, and I won't have it!
So, doctor, you're telling me my husband's not sick?
No, he's not. You can return to the coal mine now, Kent.
Dr. Kravitz, you have a visitor in the main lobby.
Aim.
Hey, Stephen.
Where's Paul?
Oh, he's at the office.
Oh, yeah? What'd you guys do this weekend?
Oh, my God, we had so much fun. You know, we played Monopoly. I hadn't played in years, and I won.
Wow, how'd Apollo take that?
Oh, you know Paul. You know, great.
Oh, geez, look at the time. I gotta go.
Okay, see
Bye.
you, Stephen.
Hey, Stephen, how you doing?
Hey, Paul. Amy told me she gave you quite a thrashing in Monopoly last night.
Oh, she did.
Yeah.
Yeah, she really piled on those hotels.
Yeah, she wouldn't stop talking about it.
Really? I mean, I suppose I could have won if I wanted to. You know, I let her win. She likes to win. It makes her happy.
Yeah, she's pretty competitive. That must be tough.
No, I wouldn't
I gotta
say
go.
that.
Bye. Hey, little miss, I don't like to lose.
What are you talking about?
Paul and I were just talking about your competitive streak. Always gotta win.
I don't always have to win. I just did.
Oh, maybe that's why he seemed upset. You know, he's just being naturally better at things.
What, Paul's upset?
Oh, I'm probably reading a lot into it.
Maybe I should call him.
No, Amy, no. I shouldn't have said anything. I'm sure he loves you.
Well, why wouldn't he?
I don't know. I gotta go. Bye. How are you holding up?
Fine. Why do you ask?
Just with what's going on between you and Amy.
What's going on?
Oh. Nothing.
Stephen, you know something I don't know?
Well, she's just Scared that you don't love her.
That's silly.
Just telling you what she said, man.
I'll just give her a call.
That's a little risky. I think she's kind of fragile right now.
Well, I should talk to her.
I'm gonna be in the neighborhood.
Well, can you give her a message for me?
If you think it would help.
Yeah, just tell her I love her and everything's gonna be fine.
You got it, buddy. Amy?
Stephen.
Paul asked me to talk to you. His message was, he loves you, and everything's gonna be fine.
God, what's the matter?
I don't know, Amy.
Well, take a guess.
A guess? Another woman? Someone less competitive, less driven?
Son of a bitch. That's it. I'm leaving him.
Amy, no! Do not throw this away.
What am I supposed to do? I mean, I can't face him.
Maybe I could talk to him.
Would you?
Don't worry.
Did you give her my message?
It's over.
What? What did she say?
That son of a bitch, I'm leaving him.
I gotta go see her.
Think that's wise?
Well, what then?
It's up to you, Paul.
I can't believe it. My God, 6 years and never a problem. I gotta go to see her.
I gotta go. He's violent.
What?
He's hitting things, and he's coming here.
Oh, my God. What am I gonna do?
Amy, I don't want to get involved.
Well, I have to protect myself.
Where is she?
What is happening to this world?
You're on the air.
I've been happily married for 3 years.
In exchange, I give you these pelts.
The kindness you have shown is more than enough.
Here, have some corn.
Let's hold for a moment, please. Hold on. Billy, can I speak with you, please? Billy. Are the lights bothering your eyes?
No,
Billy, what is theater?
I don't know. I'm 9.
I'll tell you what it is. It's a magical arena of illusion and trickery and tragedy and amusements. But all of that magic goes away when Billy says, here, have some corn. Then it becomes an abomination.
Sorry.
Does Pilgrim's First Feast not speak to you?
It's my first play.
Are you familiar with Strasbourg? He said. Oh, never mind. Is it the motivation of the character?
I just started yesterday.
Oh, God. Of course, I could play the role myself. I could play them all. In return, we give you these pelts. The kindness you have shown is more than enough. Here, have some corn. Thank you. Pilgrim's First Feast is not a one-man show, so I've been told. It's about supporting the community, not the dramatic experience. Are you familiar with Strindberg, Ibsen, or Shakespeare? Let's try it again.
Here, have some corn.
Who's asleep? Who just fell asleep? I was asleep. I was waiting on breakfast. My God. Is it the stage itself? Billy, I have traveled all over this great state of ours, and I've seen many, many things. In fact, I'm reminded of Bertolt Brecht when he said, Billy, how many actors do you think would sell their mother to live? Here, have some corn. 2, 10, 57?
I wouldn't know.
Of course you wouldn't know. You're not a director. You're a little tick. Fat little tick. Let's try it again. Everyone back to the stage, please. Page 22, Act 2, Scene 3. Your father, Miles Standish, has just given his line. Turkey and horn of plenty enter and go.
Here, have some corn.
Yes, have some corn.
Yes, have some corn. Maynard, please, can I speak with you, please? Yes, over here, seat. Maynard. The theater is many things.
Where's the lieutenant?
Charlie got him.
Damn that Charlie. Charlie's just out there waiting for us.
Yeah, Charlie's in those trees and in the tunnels in those hills.
Setting his booby traps.
Shopping in his bungee sticks.
I bet there's thousands of Charlies out there.
And nothing would make Charlie happier than to see your head on a stick.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you about Charlie.
Tell me something about Charlie.
Charlie's the type of guy who you invite over to your house for cars.
Right, Charlie.
Yeah. And then during the game, everyone decides to toss him for pizza, but Charlie says he's not hungry and he doesn't want to contribute.
Right, Charlie's not hungry.
Right, and then when the pizza shows up, all of a sudden, Charlie's appetite comes back.
Oh, that's Charlie.
That is so Charlie for you.
Let me tell you something about Charlie.
Tell me about Charlie.
Charlie's the type of guy. Charlie's the type of guy. Who, when you're out at a bar late at night trying to decide whether to call it an evening or stay out drinking, says to meet him at this great club on the other side of town that's got this band, right?
That Charlie.
So you go to the club and you pay the cover charge, even though the band's only gonna be there for another 15 minutes, and Charlie never shows up.
Oh, so Charlie.
And the next day at work, Charlie says he decided he was just too tired. That's Charlie.
Oh, that is Charlie. I'll tell you a little something about Charlie. Charlie's the type of guy who, after you make him your wife...
Right, Charlie.
He tells you can't go out with your buddies. No, you gotta stay home and talk.
Charlie.
Yeah, and then when you try to remind him in the calmest voice possible that you specifically set aside this free time, Charlie starts to cry. Tries to make you feel guilty, even though you had an agreement. We had an agreement.
Get down, you idiot!
Charlie. Damn that Charlie. Charlie.
Oh, and you're more than happy to help Charlie move into his apartment. But when it comes time for you to move, where is he?
Charlie's nowhere to be found.
He's Charlie nowhere.
But Charlie wants to borrow your car, and when he returns it...
It's out of gas.
That's Charlie.
That's a thin slice of Charlie.
Oh, that's Charlie Licious.
That's your
Charlie Lucolo. Charlie's closing in.
Don't lend him any money. Charlie!
If I knew you were coming, I'd have baked the cake, baked the cake, baked the cake. If I knew you were coming, I'd have baked the cake.
How'd you do? How'd you do? How'd you do?
If I knew you were coming, I'd have baked the cake, baked the cake, baked the cake. If I knew you were coming, I'd have baked the cake.
How'd you do? How'd you do? How'd you do?